Hello everyone, my name is Kiani and today I'll be discussing synovial joints with you all. The synovial joint that I will be discussing with you all today is the glenohumeral joint, also known as the shoulder joint. This joint is located where the humeral head and the glenoid cavity meet in the upper limb region of the body in the shoulder area. The articulating surfaces of the glenohumeral joint are the scapula and the head of the humerus. The glenoid fossa is a circular shallow depression that provides articulation with the head of the humerus. And the humeral head is a ball shape, which allows for a wide range of motion of the joint, and it fits into the cavity of the glenoid fossa. The shapes of these two articulating surfaces allow for the glenohumeral joint to be very flexible and mobile. However, it is not that stable due to the amount of movement that the joint is able to do. The main ligaments that reinforce the joint are the glenohumeral ligaments and the coracohumeral ligament. The glenohumeral ligaments are located on the anterior side of the joint, and they stabilize the muscle by limiting external rotation and inferior translation of the head of the humerus. The coracohumeral ligament is located on both the anterior and posterior sides of the joint, and it inserts laterally at the joint. It inserts laterally at the greater tubercle. It stabilizes the joint by limiting the inferior and posterior translation of the head of the humerus. The important anatomical features of the glenohumeral joint consist of the tendons of the rotator cuff muscles and the long head of the bicep tendons. The rotator cuff muscles are located on the anterior, posterior, and lateral sides of the joint, and their main function to the joint is to provide stability and a wide range of motion for the arm to move. The long head of the bicep tendon originates at the superior aspect of the glenoid fossa, and its main function is to provide stability in movements that involve flexion of the arm and rotation of the shoulder. The glenohumeral joint is a ball and socket joint. The ball and socket joint is a type of joint that consists of a rounded, ball-like structure that articulates with a concave bone. This provides the joint with a wide range of motion throughout multiple planes of motion. The glenohumeral joint is a ball and socket joint because it has a ball-like structure that articulates with a concave bone. A multi-axial joint is a joint that allows movement to be done in the sagittal, transverse, and frontal planes or axes. Since the glenohumeral joint is a ball and socket joint, it has the ability to also move in those three planes or axes, thus making it a multi-axial joint. The glenohumeral joint is able to perform flexion, extension, abduction, adduction, internal rotation, external rotation, horizontal adduction, horizontal abduction, elevation, depression, protraction, and retraction of the shoulders. Thank you all for listening to our presentation. I'll see you next time.